Okay, these are the hardware pieces for step 9. The one thing I want to point out is this nut appears to be the one you want to use. It is designated as MB6 here, but I noticed that there are also these nuts that are exactly the same diameter, but they have ridges on the backside, and this one does not. It's smooth, and there are 4 of these total, and there are only 2 of these total. And the one that's 2 of these does correspond to MB6. So you gotta sometimes cross-reference to the back of this instruction sheet to make sure you're using the right piece of hardware. I just wanted to point that out to you because I pulled the other one out first, and then I saw that there were these, and you know, once again, like I said, they don't tell you what bag you should be looking for these in. So what we're gonna make are these little pieces that create the rear axle upright situation. And so we're constructing that to the back of the chassis, okay? And we're gonna make 2 of these, even though we're only using 1 in this step. There's gonna be another one in step 11. They designate that right here. And we'll make that assembly. It's gonna then become part of the rear axle assembly with a wheel bearing and one of the little set screws, and the rear axle here, joining it all together, and we'll have a rear axle assembly. And I guess that's going to be it. And they show you, of course, how to use the little set screw to lock into the axle. So hopefully that all stays in place when you're going 25 miles an hour. It should. I'm sure these are all tested. So I'm going to put the camera up here and do some assembly. And hope you have a good view. Let's see, I think you can see pretty well with that. I know this is not always the greatest camera situation to watch, and someday I promise I'll do better, but not today. All right, let's begin with these MA1s. I guess they said I need 2 of these, but I actually need 4 of them as I look, because we're supposed to make 2 of these. So, and that means I'm going to need 4 washers instead of 2 washers. Okay. All good to know. So I'll go pull those out in a minute. These are very tiny. They slip into this socket, trying to hold it in, and screw it in. Fortunately, these are not self-tapping, so this is easy. Yep. So I am going to need to go find another 2 of these and another 2 washers. Sorry about that, because it'll take me a minute or 2 or 3 or 4. Get these little itty bitty washers in place. I tried to get my prep work done properly so I wouldn't waste your time, but I'm going to waste a little bit of your time. And this one doesn't want to thread. Interesting. Am I doing this right? No. No, I'm not, ladies and gentlemen. I put these in backwards. Easy peasy? No. Because I screwed it up. Okay. So, the rough end and with the bevel goes in face first, like so. Then the screw goes in. Well, at least if you watch me make my mistakes, hopefully you won't make the same ones. This one so far was minor. I do the same on this one. Let's get it unscrewed. Oh, it wasn't even screwed in. Get that in. And get this screwed in, hopefully. Much easier this time, I would hope. And I'm screwing it into my finger, trying to hold down that little nut. Once again, something must connect to all of this is my guess, because I don't understand what the purpose of these are at the moment. But we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Okay, that's one. So I need 2 more little washers, which are in one of these bags. Not that one. Not this one. Let's see about that one. No. These are too small. Right? I think the MA1s are in here, so I can get 2 more of those, if that's the case. Yeah. Yeah, that's 1, that's 2. I'll take those. I just got to find the washers. Seal these up. One thing I don't want to do is lose anything. Even if they're disorganized, as long as they're here, I'm okay. Ah, here they are. I got 2 washers in here. Grab these. Of course, you always want to be the last ones to come out. 1 and 2. Get that out. Actually, I got 3 of these, so let me put one back. Did that come out of this bag? Probably not. Let me put it in this bag. It doesn't matter, as long as I get them in a bag. In a bag you go. I don't remember being quite this messed up before when I did the LaFerrari model as far as what went in what bag, but I don't know, I guess I got rusty not building one for several months on my prep work. So I apologize for that, because, you know, now I'm doing it on camera for the first time ever. And even though I'm not showing my face on camera, I kind of know what my talent is going through when I shoot them on camera now. I feel their stress a little bit, apparently. But not really. It's all fun and games, right? It's just video. Although I can be a bit of a pain when I'm directing them. So if they ever watch this channel, boy, well, would they critique it. Not exactly what they would be used to seeing from my products. That's done. So we got 2 of those made now. So that's part of step 11. Now we'll get the chassis here. And we want this short, as you can see, the set screw is in a different location on this axle. It's not symmetrical. So you got to be cognizant of that. We'll put our wheel bearings into their respective slots on each side, and they're in. Just hand fitted. Slide the axle through. Voila. Then on this side, we got this guy to go on the passenger side, if you will. And even if you won't, that actually stops. So you can't, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? It's as far as you can bring it. So that's good. Got my little Allen wrench. By the way, I did find the one provided with the kit. So they do give you this Allen wrench. I wouldn't imagine they would have made you go shopping for such a thing. Let's make sure I'm looking at the flat side. Yes, I am. And of course, I got the screw. Let's try that again. And we'll get that set in and tight. Now, this one's going quite deep. There we go. I finally hit the metal. Give that a nice hard turn. That's in. On this side, we're using this longer shaft, but the process is still the same, just sticking it on, sliding it in, finding the flat spot on the axle, getting our set screw and our little Allen wrench together, and not placing it in. Trying again. Gently. Here, I'll do it the easy way. Take the axle off, get it started, put the axle on, or the shaft onto the axle, whatever one is what. tighten away. Okay. Spins nice and free. No play from side to side. I want a little play. I always like a little tiny bit of play from side to side if I can get it. I actually can't get it. There's really no wiggle room on this as far as that goes, it appears. Yeah, kind of surprised by that. Usually there's some adjustability. I don't feel any. Not even a millimeter of side-to-side play. I would think you'd want some of that. Well, it is in. So that's in. I'm missing this piece. This piece here, this nut. It goes like so. So we're going to assemble this piece, this assembly here. Jeez. Yeah, these MA1s are what go... I don't understand why there's so much excess. It appears I've got these assembled correctly. Yeah. But when they show it here, they don't show any screw coming through, excess screw coming through. So I don't understand that. But we'll see. So this piece goes over the axle. See that? All the way over. And then it gets tightened with this nut. Hand threading that on this side. Here's what it looks like. I'm gonna tighten that in. And that's loose. So I imagine I got to do this until it doesn't have... Actually, now you won't want any play here. This will be a bad place to have any play. You can see it's still wobbly. It's just kind of hard to wrench this. This has got, you know, like a plastic inner liner, this nut. And of course it's expanding. There we go. There, it's tight. It's as tight as it'll go. I hit the back of it. So for now, that step is complete. So this is what you got. If I get that close to the camera. And you'll see what I'm talking about here. You see the screws come all the way through. Those are the MA1s, which is what they say to use. All right, there they are. There they are there with their washer. And they come all the way through here, and you see that the shaft of the screw coming through. But here in the diagram, where it's on the chassis, you can see it doesn't look that way. It looks like they must have used the shorter screw. I don't understand that. But we may find out down the road that there's something we've got to change. Let's hope not. I am going to set up for step 10, and I'll see you in a bit.